In this video, I will be discussing the 11th house in an astrological chart. This is sometimes referred to as the house of friends. Aquarius is a sign that naturally sits on the cusp of the 11th house, and this is ruled by the planet Uranus. Included within the 11th house are one's friends, how one forms friendships, gives some insight into the individual's social circles, and even those they would consider to be members of their soul tribe, if you will. This house includes how well the individual networks with others, and this can include the social networks that they are part of, as well as the professional networks that they are a part of. The 11th house is also the domain of groups, clubs, communities, and taking part in various types of communities. And it also involves anything to do with group causes. The 11th house is the domain of the collective and where one fits and how well one fits within the collective. And this also includes society at large. The 11th house is a domain of the humanitarian, taking part in social and humanitarian causes, social reform. This also includes those who have grouped together behind a common vision, and it also grants one a global awareness. The 11th house speaks of teamwork, how well one collaborates with others, cooperation, banding together with others around shared interests, and also around common goals. The 11th house also speaks of maybe some things are not quite so positive about group mentality, such as peer pressure, one feeling forced to conform to the rest of a group, herd mentality, and also tribalism. The 11th house speaks of one's popularity, one's likability in general. It is a domain of where one has followers or fans, such as in social media. And it's also the place of social recognition. The 11th house is also sometimes referred to as the house of hopes. It refers to one's deepest hopes and wishes and dreams, one's aspirations. It's very much so a place of being future focused on what one would like to have happen, both for themselves, for the collective, the world at large. The 11th house is also the domain of technology of all kinds, the domain of science, of innovation. Having Uranus as the ruler makes one wanting to do things differently and finding new ways to do things. And since it's the house of technology, it's also the domain of all forms of social media and the internet. And also, as the domain of Uranus, the planet Uranus, it also includes a bunch of views that I'm going to mention here. It includes things that are unique, unusual, unconventional, and also universal in nature, exploring the universe itself.